Hi everyone. One of our Temsa HD13s, this one is AYY, is our chariot for this trip. And since it's just an easy place to put it, here's a quick photo of me and Ilda. She was the tour guide. She's a Welsh Government certified tour guide for Wales.
Good morning everyone. It's about 8 o'clock on a Wednesday morning and I'm here in the camper, one of our Temsas, ready to go. So I'm doing now just the first 2 days of a week-long tour. The tour is Wales itself, but I'm just doing the first 2 days, well, actually the first day and a half, in fact, of it. I'm guessing there's some reason why the main tour driver isn't able to do the full thing, but that's fine. So the basic plan is drive from here to Manchester Airport, pick up the party coming in from Portugal, I believe. Then I think they've got some time in Manchester this afternoon, or over lunchtime. We'll have to check on that anyway, doesn't matter. And then we drive over to Chester this afternoon. They got a visit for Chester Castle, no, Cathedral, Chester Cathedral. That's it, Chester Cathedral. Overnight hotel in Chester tonight. Then something tomorrow morning, I need to double check on that. And then we meet the main tour driver at lunchtime tomorrow, hand him the coach. I will bring the car that he has taken up there back to the depot with me and my stuff in it. So that's the basic plan. So first job, drive to Manchester Airport.
So arriving into Manchester Airport pickup area, this might be a useful one for the coach drivers who've never been there, but you come off this roundabout. This bit's easy, but you just follow down this road. The drop-offs are supposed to be on the left here where those bollardy things are, but they're clearly not at the moment. People are dropping off upstairs as I understand it, but to pick up anyway, you come around here and you swing off left through this authorised vehicles only little gate here. This of course is assuming your company has booked you, to actually pick up. You'll need your reference number. But anyway, pull up to the little buzzer thing here, give your reference number in, and they eventually let you through. And then the pickup is this first stop here on the left hand side. If you're not sure, just ask, but it's this first stop here on the left. You can't use any of the others, so wait here for your group, pick them up, and then make your way out again. So that's Manchester Airport pickup.
Lunch break time, and me and AYY that you can see behind me, which is the coach, are in Liverpool. So it turns out that we had a slightly old version of the schedule, and instead of going into Manchester, the tour guide wanted to come up to Liverpool, so that's what we've done. We on the way into the city centre, we did a couple of just to drive past a couple of the more famous places here. So we did Strawberry Field, made famous by the song, of course, and we also did Penny Lane, also made famous by the song by the Beatles. So we did those two on the way in, and then we did a couple of the cathedrals and a couple of bits in the city centre here, and then I've dropped them off to have lunch at a place in the city centre. Found somewhere to park. I'm actually on Bath Street, for the coach drivers who know that. And then in a little while I should go pick them up again, and then we're on our way over to Chester to go to Chester Cathedral this afternoon. So that's a bit of an update. I'll catch in with you guys again soon. It's the evening now. We are back at the hotel. We've had dinner, which was all good. And so what did we do? We went to Chester city centre, dropped the passengers off. They had a bit of a walk round and a look around at Chester Cathedral. I found somewhere to park and picked them up again, and then we've come to the hotel, and this is the hotel behind me. So we're just, like literally 10 minutes from the centre of Chester. This is the overnight stay, and then we're off again tomorrow morning to go into Wales. So catch up then. Good morning, welcome to Clando in North Wales. So as you can see, I'm here in Clando. You might recognise it, just parked up on the promenade here on the front. So obviously we stayed overnight in a hotel in Chester, breakfast this morning, all good, got everyone on the coach, and then it was just an hour or so drive here to Clando, where they are off and just going for a little walk around here. And then once we're done here, we're just going to pop over to Conwy, which is only just like 15 minutes for lunch, and that's where I'm going to be swapping drivers and going back home. So yeah, good morning from here, and we'll see what happens in a bit.
So the coach drivers are going to know what's coming, but for those of you who don't, this is the centre of Conwy. So there's this particular sort of lay-by bus stop where you can both drop off and pick up. As you can see, it's on a fairly, not totally narrow, but certainly one-way road only. And you come around the corner here and you are faced with what you're about to see. As you can see, buses come along here. Is the Conway Arch. Now this is of course the second time I've done this now, because I dropped off and had to, this is a one-way, so you can't go in any other direction. I had to go up and check. And this is the first time I'd been here. I literally walked up this road, looking at all these side roads to see if there's somewhere to go, to turn around or anything of that nature. There is nothing at all you can do. You just have to go for it. But the signs for the Conway Arch are 12 foot. They're 12 foot tall signs. Now the coach is 12 foot 2, 12 foot 3. So I'm already a little bit worried about what's going on. As you'll see, you come up to the arch, it's a little bit tight. Actually, as it goes, the height is not an issue. You can see it's a very roundy topped arch. You can see 12 foot sign there on the left. It's a very roundy topped arch, so I'm guessing that actually it's 12 foot at its edges, and therefore if you are slightly taller in the middle, you'll be okay. Anyway, I'm going to pause the video here just so I can carry on talking for a little bit before we get to it. I'd been up and checked what was going to go on, and I kind of thought this doesn't look good at all, but as I said, I couldn't find anywhere to turn around. There's no choice but to go for it. You just have to go for it. And so I did, and found out that you can make it through. As you'll see in a second, it is very, very tight, but you can make it through. And the height is not an issue for the coaches because we are 12 foot 3 in total, but a lot of that extra height on top is taken up with the air conditioning unit, and that doesn't come out to the extremities of the side of the coach. So there's extra height space, in the middle. So the height is actually okay. What turns out to be the issue is the width. Anyway, so I'd been through once already to go find somewhere to park up while I waited for them to do their little walk round tour of Conway, which they did with Ilda, and then go back and pick them up. So as I say, this is the second time I've done this. So I know I can get through because I've done it once. I was proper pantsing myself the first one, but anyway, the second time it's okay, and I've been through there since then again. But anyway, so this is going through, of course, with the passengers on, and these passengers obviously never been here before, as you can see what happens, they're quite impressed with my driving skills. And the last bit of coach driving for me to do was to drive them then round the last bit of Conwy, and then just a few minutes back across the bridge to the pub where they were going to have lunch, which was my swap over point. So drop them off, get them in, and then wait for the other driver to turn up.
We're at the Castle View pub in Conwy. If I can just do a quick camera angle. There we go, the Castle View pub in Conwy. And it's called that because hopefully you can see over my shoulder to just about here should be a view of the castle itself, and that's why it's called that anyway. So the Conwy town village centre, whatever you call it, that was a bit crazy, but here we are. This is it for me now, just waiting for the other driver to arrive in the car. My guests are obviously in the pub having lunch, and then I'll be off on the rest of their afternoon, and I shall be off back to the depot in the car. So that's it for me. Not sure if I'm going to do a video when I get back, maybe I will, maybe I won't. Just a quick sign off video. It's kind of mid-afternoonish, slightly later. Back at the depot, obviously had no coach to sort out or drop off, so it's just put the car in, sign off. I'm in my car now, about to go home, and that's it, I'm done. So thanks for watching this one, guys. See you again next time. Drive safe. Bye.